Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. I want to get an audio check. Want everybody to let me know how I'm sounding out here before I proceed. What up, 9 Foot Out? What up, Cicada? What up, chat? Waiting for a sound test. What up, chat? Get this popping, man. I'm in the dungeon room. Feeling good out here. Feeling good out here, man. It's a beautiful Wednesday. How's everybody doing? How is everybody doing? Hope everybody's being safe and sound. Hope everybody's in good health. I came tonight to talk a little bit. I had to do another show, man. Good evening, T Reaper. How you doing, sir? How you doing? It's good to see you as well, champ. How you doing? I'm gonna talk this language, man. Got my notes ready. Gonna talk this stuff, man. You know, thanks, Akata. Welcome everybody to Di-RRec Gaming. This is the new legal, representing the Xbox community once again. Yours truly, your favorite neighborhood Xbox gamer. You know, your friendly neighborhood. I'm in every hood, just want to play Xbox games and support the community, man. I love the Xbox community, man. Does nothing but have respect for me, so I reciprocate that. Doesn't matter who you are. Doesn't matter if you're male, female. Doesn't matter if you're a father or mother, a sister or brother, you know, a cousin, an auntie and an uncle, or a grandparent, or a great-grandchild, or great-great-grandchild, or a great-great-grandparent. It doesn't matter who you are. I don't care where you're from. I don't care where you live. You know, it's just all about respect. But you could have been anywhere in the world. But you decided to come out here and represent Di-RRec Gaming. And for that, I'm very humble and appreciate. So I can only do it one way. I can only do it one way. One way, man. And that's to do it the Xbox way, on the ground level, on sea level. On sea level. And do it the best I can. It's no sugarcoating. But I'm just stating the facts. You know, I have a lot to talk about, y'all. Got to get some stuff off my chest, man. So thanks to everybody. I see y'all. Thanks to everybody who is participating in this with me. Let me give a little love to the chat room real quick. We here. We are here. In full effect. We are here. Facts. Facts. Live and direct. We here, man. We here. Doing good, man. I'm doing good, Cicada. Thanks for asking. Thanks for asking. Gonna get all this. I gotta represent y'all first. Gotta represent y'all first, man. Got to. Let's get it out here. Let's get it out here. That's the only way to do it, man, is relax. Get some popcorn, man. Kick your feet back. Get your little drink, man. Whatever you gotta do. Whatever you gotta do. Enjoy this show. Because I'm gonna speak that language, man. You know, I would normally say that it's kind of funny. You know, that's my line. It's kind of funny, but it's not really funny. And I mean, it's to the point where I don't think people think that we can't read between the lines. And like I always say, I get it, right? I get it. I get it. I get it, right? But there's some people who do what they do, right? They get on their channels. What I'm trying to say is there's a lot of lanes that you can get into. There's a lot of avenues that you can get into. There's a lot of alleys and a lot of streets you can get into. And you can represent gaming the way you want to represent it, right? The community is big enough for anybody and everybody to do it the way they want to do it, right? What I'm doing right now is I'm separating. I'm chopping things up. And you know, people can make channels where they want to give you the news. They want to repeat the news that you see every day. You got other people who want to go wild and crazy on their shows and bring all this extra cartoon hype on their shows and give you a bunch of clickbait information and stuff like that. Just get you wild up. You got people who just want a war all the time. It's war. It's console wars and everything. I hate your console. You hate my console. Then you got channels that, you know, give you the daily news as it's going. You know, they got a channel where they want to tell you what everybody's saying up on Twitter and all of this other stuff. Then you have people who are from the industry. They even got channels, right? They're talking and stuff. And then you got people who are like crowd influencers, so to speak. Crowd influencers that got their channels. And of course, you got the veterans, right? You got people that have been in the game 15 to 20 years on doing podcasts and things like that, and got their channels up, and they're doing whatever they're doing. And you got tech guys. You got people who want to bring their technology expertise into the gaming industry and talk tech stuff and all that other stuff. Well, I'm here to let you know that I'm none of them. I'm none of them. All right? None of them. The new legal is a certified, verified consumer gamer. I'm nothing more. I'm nothing less. If you want to talk to me with these. Talk to me with these. Talk to me with these. Talk to me with some games. Show me gameplay. All I'm about is playing games and gaining experience off of it. So because that's what I do, and because I like to talk about gaming on the C level, not antics, not because I got a camera on me, none of that. I'm the streets. I echo the community. That's all I do. I echo the real Xbox gaming community as consumer, as intelligent consumers at that. So you got to chop that up. We're in a separate. It's room for everybody, right? But I don't want nobody to get it twisted about me. Nobody. I'm a gamer, man. I'm a gamer, and I've been a gamer for so long. It's pathetic, but I'm a gamer. I think one day I might talk about my origins. You know, I was a comic book fan too, so you gotta have origins, right? Gotta let y'all know about my origins, man. But y'all talk y'all stuff, man. Y'all talk y'all stuff. I'm gonna represent y'all. Bear with me though, because I got some stuff I want to talk about. Nice. Rectorf got himself a Series S a week ago. Give it up for him. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Hey man, welcome to next generation. You're next generation. If you're Xbox and next generational PC, you're next generation gaming. That's it. You don't get it nowhere else. Nobody. That's another thing. People out here not telling the truth. They don't like the truth, man. I like this. Hold on, we're gonna give this guy some breathing room. And plus, welcome to the channel, man. I haven't seen you around on my block, man. So thank you for coming out, man. Yeah, man. The best 200 spent. I am going. Oh, UK euros. Okay, I see you. The best 200 euros spent. I am gonna sell it after a year and a half though, because I just bought it to try it before I get a PC. There you go. There you go, man. I hope you enjoy it up for the year. Get that next generational PC, man, and have a blast. Have a blast, man. Have a blast. All right, gamers. All right, my consciated gamers. All right. I love y'all. First of all, I love y'all. And I love the way y'all move. I love the way y'all demonstrate. Because you have to understand that you are not the majority, you're not the popular ones out here, which is fine with me. That means I can get my area pond right and just chill. I don't have to worry about nobody trying to bother me over here because nobody wants to be over here. Nobody. All right. So that's why we have all these shenanigans going on. We get it. I get it. Okay. Like my last video. Everybody understands that people are pushing this narrative now that it's all happiness out here and I'm a multi-console gamer and I'm just the happiest person on the planet. All right. 2 thumbs up. 2 thumbs up. And I'm happy for you. Guess what? I am too. But I ain't got to go around with all that nonsense hype because it's never really been anything to hype about owning multiple consoles. It's what we do in our community. That's not it. But why did we get to this point? Why is it that this has to be some kind of new movement? We're going to get down to that. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like they do, like there's not a real issue going on out here. Like, one thing I don't like, one thing I can't stand is cover-ups. That's not how you handle situations by trying to sweep things under the rug. If we're really trying to change our community, if we're really trying to change it for the better, then we attack situations head on. We take the issues and the problems to the sources. We do that. But for some reason, it seems like we want to cover things up. But I'm speaking about my community right now, my Xbox community right now. We're not running around here being so protective of our grounds. We're not running around here being so defensive of our situations for no reason. So we can stop pretending that. Everybody out here that's been on social media understands why the Xbox community is a defending community. And we're very defensive this time around for a good reason. Xbox, we're not going to sit here and act like Xbox was not the champion of this. Xbox has no games type of stuff. Xbox had no exclusives type of stuff. We're not going to sit here and pretend like that never happened. We're not going to do that. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to do that. Because if that wasn't so true, then why all of a sudden things have changed all of a sudden? So we know these things are true. And as a matter of fact, we know these things are true because even the industry got involved in it. Like I always said, there's paper trails, all of this, right? So let's take a walk down memory lane. Let's go back to April 20th, 2018. What a beautiful year. IGN mocks Xbox for lack of exclusives. IGN's McCaffrey apologizing, calling it unprofessional and classless. Yeah, you can't contain the animals in your cage. That shows a lack of leadership and responsibility. But don't front. Don't say it's classless when y'all are known for doing that. You're known for doing that. We saw y'all when y'all put the 2 pictures up. PlayStation had God of War, Xbox a blank picture. It's not just one incident. It's not a mistake. That was just a beautiful thing to say because it was caught and it was senseless and it was silly at the time. And it made you look like you're not a good leader, which in fact, it didn't make you not look like that. You're not a good leader in the gaming community. You're a jokester. So we get that. And that's cool. Like I said, I'm not mad at Ryan McCaffrey for being a jokester, for being a clown. And for the Xbox community, we know the dude ain't solid. We got him over and over again falling over himself. So that's not the case. My case is we got it in our history. We got it in our history. It's a never forget moment. We got these things. It's not like we just sitting up here making this stuff up. We're not making any of this stuff up. So now it's like today, since it seems like it ain't even, it seems it is happening. Now that Microsoft, right, lived up to its hype. Oh, I want to read something else. I want to read something else because this is funny. This is funny too. They were already putting out the fact that Microsoft would not have its games out within 2 years. Let me see when I push this back up. Don't think that I don't have it. We got this, man. I mean, they got it. Look, we got opinions out here. We got opinions out here from articles. Xbox exclusive game drought is officially over. Of course, that's from IGN. Listen to them. Xbox is officially moving beyond consoles. Duh. Look, they got Xbox has no games, and that was on their IGN board in 2018. So all this stuff, and I'm just picking IGN. It wasn't just IGN, all right? It was many others. We're going to get to that. Give me 1 second. There we go. Let's see here. We're going to just type in Xbox. Let's just see what happens when you type in Xbox has no games. Let's just do that. Man, look at all this stuff. The 6 axis. Xbox still hasn't solved its biggest problem. Man, it's crazy. 6 months on, an Xbox Series X is a great console in need of games to showcase. Man, and in the last one, July the 13th, right? 2020, right? It says this. We finally know why Xbox has so few exclusives. Track record. I ain't making this stuff up. Type it on your phone, your mobile device, or your PC. Type it, put it in there. And just read, just scroll away, have fun. It's not made up. So we are the community that has no games. That's what we are. We're the community that has no games, people. That's who we are. It's established. It's a motto. It's stamped. All right? It's stamped. We got the receipts. It's here. I'm not going to run through the whole PC list. I'm not going to dig up everything. It's in our culture. It's in our culture. It's in our culture. There's no need to try to pretend it, right? But watch this. Notice how none of them hold Sony accountable for any of the sloppiness it's been doing this time around. Severe sloppiness. Severe. We know the reasons to that. It's all good. We know the reasons to that. But if we are real gamers out here and we're supposed to be spokesmen out in the community, right? Why is it all of a sudden that you got people like not even professing that the whole year of 2021, Microsoft has just been bombing with games the whole year? What's funny is that now you'll just have people say anything, right? You got the receipts. You got people that say anything. And this is real in our community. This is real. It's not about being in wars. It's not about all of that. This has always been in our community. We've always had discussions. We've always had gaming discussions. This is the field that I'm in. So don't take what I do and apply it to what somebody else does on their channel. Don't do that. That's what they do. This is what I do. Yo, this guy called Shy Vortex. I'm calling his name out because he put himself out here in the public. Shy Vortex, right? He's on Twitter today. Xbox users will never have, right? The Last of Us Remastered, The Last of Us Part 2, God of War Ragnarok. Notice what he said now. Has anything been new to the PlayStation experience is what I want y'all to see. Anything been new. But he's making a statement here. Spider-Man Miles Morales, Spider-Man 2, Wolverine, Demon Souls. Look, notice he just says Demon Souls. He doesn't want to let anybody know that it's a remaster. Returnal, Infamous, Ghost of Tsushima, Uncharted. You know he started losing it towards as he got to the end. We're talking this gen. This guy's he's got last gen on his mind. So he ran away with all of that. But notice if you look at his first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, his first 7 games, the same experiences. He named off The Last of Us Remastered, The Last of Us Part 2, God of War Ragnarok, Spider-Man Miles Morales, and Spider-Man 2. And that's supposed to be a strong case. He's actually thinking he's making a strong case. I'm just saying. That's bothering us. So I guess he thinks that because I'm not playing those games, I'm just out here depressed, right? And then he had to throw in games that he ain't even getting. The Wolverine's just tickling them. But I'm not even worrying about Wolverine. Why would anybody worry about Wolverine? It's not coming out no time soon. I'm talking no time soon. No time soon. Matter of fact, why are we even talking about my Spider-Man 2? That may not even come out to 2024. So why are we bringing that up? I mean, my guy even said Uncharted. Man. So, I mean, and he did that with such conviction in his heart. He made that list with tremendous effort. Tremendous effort. And look, I'm not knocking him because he feels good as a PlayStation gamer. All right. And nothing wrong with that. I see absolutely nothing wrong with that. But my only problem is, why did you have to say Xbox gamers will never have, like, we can't go buy a PlayStation or something? That's where you messed up, clown. Like, it's a choice. It's easy. If I want to go get a PlayStation 5, I'll go order one. If I want a PlayStation 4, I'll go order one. It's that simple. It's not hard to do. We're just in hard times. The only thing with me is I don't want a PlayStation. And those games that you listed off, I'm not missing out on anything. But I didn't want to hold off the main event stuff. So I'm bringing you the main event. So now that he gave out a list, a valid list, and listen, he's not the only one that feels this way, right? There's thousands, maybe millions of PlayStation fans that feel just like him, right? Okay. So I'm going to bring out my list, all right? And this is my statement. This is the funniness about the whole industry, okay? And I understand. I do. I really do. I understand sometimes why my comrades in these Xbox streets sometimes think Microsoft just be on an unaware, imaginational roller coaster. And I'm telling them that they're not. They really don't have the time and the resources to put their energy into what we do because they're running a business. But I'm not sitting there to say I'm not where it can't be relative. Like, I understand why you would think that way. And then you see some things on Twitter that you're just like, man, this just ain't representing the smart consumer of Xbox. Like, you want people to know why we choose Xbox. You know, that should be a core essence within our community, building our community up. If the goal is to get 2 billion gamers, then it's not by saying, hey, look, I got a PlayStation 4 or I got a PlayStation 5, and you're already been a neutral. You already been a neutral. The streets is saying, well, damn, okay, we already know you would probably have that. You've been neutralizing around here. You've been holding up both flags, acting as if, you know, you get trophies for doing that. But if you're gonna win, you're gonna get somebody like me. You want the 2 billion, you're gonna come after somebody like me, PlayStation. And this guy, that guy with that list, ain't gonna win me over. Showing me the same experiences, giving me the same games over and over and over again, it's not gonna win me over. Not me. No, I'm not you, dumb consumer. Not me. And I'm not gonna buy it just because I feel like I need to do it for social media validation. Not gonna do it. Not doing it for social media validation. And who does that? I'm a gamer. I'm an Xbox gamer. And I'm okay where I'm at. Because right now, the word on the streets is Xbox has way too many games. It did a 360. This is why you're seeing that roller coaster ride right now. Because the Xbox is doing so great that now even the media can't, they don't have nothing to run with. There's no narrative. Aha, but you thought there wasn't. You thought there wasn't no narrative. But see, I'm fixing to reveal how they're doing it. And you know what? Listen, I have no problems with people in the industry being cool with certain people and things like that. Like I said, that ain't for me. That ain't for me. But, you know, and listen, you don't have to like everybody out there that's a spokesman. You have that right. You're a gamer. It's not like you're going to lose stripes because you don't like Ron McCaffrey or you don't like, what's his name? Jeff Keighley. You don't like those guys. You shouldn't get penalized because you don't like those guys. You don't like them. You don't like them. You're a gamer. What you like is video games. You know what I'm saying? Those are just gaming personnels. You don't have to like them, but understand why are they here? IGN has just been around too long. They have a gaming influence. We understand that their influence isn't going to come like us. They're not going to talk about it like this. They're going to be on the silly tip. They've always been on the silly tip. They've always been on the silly tip. Instead of making gaming news and being actual gaming reporters, they're biased. We already know this. Most of the league out there is biased. So we basically got to stick to Xbox Wire or Xbox On or Major Nelson's podcast. If you just want to get strictly Xbox stuff, that's where you're going to go. Because as soon as you go into the third-party world of gaming news, it's PlayStation centric. They're going to cater to that. They're not out here running games on Xbox. Are you serious? They have to put time into that. They don't have time for that. So why do you think we're seeing Deathloop do loop-de-loops out here right now? See, the gaming media, and we already know what happened. Sony's influence got the gatekeepers to give it high scores. But like I said, wait a minute, just wait a minute and watch and see what happens. And look what's happening to Deathloop right now. Look what's happening to it. You got cats out here not even showing clips of it. You got cats out here mad that don't even want to buy it. This is how silly it is, right? Because it's coming to Xbox in another year, people. I can't make this stuff up. You got people not wanting to buy this game because it's coming to Xbox in a year. And listen, when you play your community, when you give your community too much to drink, they mutate. And like I said, they done took it to another level. What y'all know the words out here. What, ponies? Then they mutated to donkeys. And they've been drinking the Kool-Aid so well now that now they just said, forget y'all giving us nicknames. We're gonna give ourselves a nickname. Now they're third tier Pegasus. They didn't even want to go through the natural stage. See, it's supposed to go ponies to the donkeys to the unicorn, then to the Pegasus. They hop, skip, jumped over the unicorn and just said, put some wings on me and call me the Pegasus crew. They mutating out here. All because Xbox is doing their thing. But Xbox is doing their thing so well that the gaming industry don't even want to talk about it. Here's the narrative. I don't know if nobody's catching it. Nobody's catching it, but I'm here just to bring it up, just so I can get you to think. Here's what they're doing right now. Now, since Sony, remember, they didn't have nothing to say. Just remember that. Remember, it was quiet. It's been quiet out here. Everybody's been saying, man, ain't nobody been talking about PlayStation 5. Also, dang, every time PlayStation 5 has news, it's bad news. Something's always going on with the console. We're not making this stuff up. This is what the streets do. This is what we've been talking about, right? This is what we've been talking about. Now it's like, okay, they got a show coming. Everybody, oh, look, they didn't even have the energy for their show. Sony's been giving them nothing for 2.5 years that they was just like, man, look, we're going into it with no energy. It's whatever it is, whatever it is. And it comes out to be a multiplayer Xbox show, right? 82 to 85% of that, those games are going to be on Xbox too. Then when they get to their games, right? When I thought they wasn't going to do that, because after seeing 10 minutes of it, I wanted to turn it off. But they get to their games. And man, now this is their community. This ain't me. This isn't, I'm not making this up. The biggest players out there, some of the biggest players out there for PlayStation dissed that show. Not us. They did. This is what happened. We got the gaming news articles, made articles about it. I was one of them in there. They got me quoting. So this stuff ain't made up. This is what's going on the social web aspect. Now, listen, I want everybody to get this real clear. Just get it out your mind that we are the popular. We're not the popular. Most gamers don't want no smoke over here on the internet. They playing games. They ain't even over here doing what we do. But millions of them, the majority, do not do what we do. All right? So I want to air that out. Smoke screen all of that nonsense. We over here in our little community, like I said, algorithm is just having so much fun with us. You can pick one person and you're stuck over there with their algorithms till you change it up. We're not that big of a community over here, right? So, I mean, as far as when you compare it to the world, you compare it to the world, we're a small percentage, but we're big enough to have influences, right? So when you look at it, Deathloop is getting looped out here. Okay, so PlayStation drops their games, and not one of them, people, not one of them comes out in 2021. Not one. And I called it just like I said. Y'all praying for Horizon Forbidden West to come out this year. Well, when that game got delayed, I said, it ain't coming out this year. Y'all wanted that game under that Christmas tree. We know y'all did. But I'm going to let y'all in on a little secret. Sony knew that game wasn't coming out this year. And for the industry to validate Sony's lies, that ain't cool either. Even in Microsoft, see, look, you got people over here in Microsoft land co-signing for Sony. But Sony can come out here and lie to us, the gamers, over and over and over again. We can count the lies. We got the receipts. Why does Microsoft have spokesmen acting as if it's cool to be lied to for the sake of just gaming because I'm a gamer and I love PlayStation consoles. I get it. I know what y'all are trying to do, but it's corny. It's fake. And I've always held up the Xbox community with some realness. Now I'm talking now, right? I'm talking. Since all y'all think, all legal, all he does is gonna jock Xbox all the time. Yeah, hey, listen, I love the Xbox brand. I love the games on it. Shout outs to Graphic Guys. I see you, man. Thank you for the shout out. What's up, Daily Jerome in the building? David VGS, Cyber. Oh, wait a minute. I got some people up in here. Afterballs, Craig Simmons, Cyber Gun, Cyber Hunter, 81. What's good? Everybody, what's good? Damian Percival, what's good? They want the hits and subs. Thank you for that. Somebody's listening around here. My man, what's up, Future? My man, 50 grand. I can hear him right there. What's up, fam? What's up, man? I want to know what. Yo, those are them classics, baby. Those classics right there. I had to put them out here. Represent this show. You know what I'm saying? Space Jam just came out. I had to put the hairs out here. Of course, I love my fives. As you can see, I love my fives, my 6 rings. But don't worry about the Jordans, man. Don't do that. Don't worry about the Jordans right now, Daily Jerome. I'm gonna get techno blast on you, man. No, shouts to Australia, man, for real. Thanks, man. Thanks to everybody that's coming in here. I appreciate the love. Look, so now that the cover-up can't be done, they gotta the 8s. I see. The 8s are your favorite, no doubt. The 5s are mine, as you can see. But they can't cover it up, right? Struggling on the cover-ups. They trying to figure it out. So they got Xbox people out here. Well, to be honest, let me be honest. They were never really Xbox people to begin with. They were just spokesmen, gamer spokesmen, just talking about games in general. They wasn't really never strong Xbox present people. And like I said, when I think about strong Xbox present people, I think of people like Major Nelson. You see what I'm saying? Somebody like that. I'm talking about somebody like Aaron Greenberg, somebody like that. Somebody like AC Bongo. When I think about Xbox present people, you know what I'm saying? Bonnie Ross. But here's what I'm saying. That's another level, right? That's another level. So let's start bringing it down here. I think of people like I said, Xbox Addict. It's hard. It's hard, man. It's hard. Because nobody did it like him. It's hard. He was in a league of his own. And I get it, when you're trying to get people to come over. So I understand that. You got the spokesmen out here now that are trying to, double agent up and be like, hey, look, it's cool to have, I'm rocking both consoles, because the gambler is saying, well, you know what? If we get them out here and we get them to persuade some of these PlayStation fans to buy an Xbox console because we're talking so nice about PlayStation. I get it. That's the business side of things. I'm not on that side. I'm a gamer. So I'm calling it like I see it. We see the ones that are out there doing it. And look, we even got the receipts on them. They wasn't doing that before. It was all good just a week ago. It's all good just a week ago. Don't sit up here now and act like you've been strong balling, throwing fastballs for Xbox all this time. You got in where you could get in. You know what I'm saying? Relationships were meant. I'm just speaking on the real. And relationships were meant, and now you're where you need to be. Look, I'm not hating on any of that. That's good stuff. That is great stuff, as a matter of fact. You can form relationships with some of these people that work for Xbox. That's fabulous. Nobody should be hating on that. Nobody. Nobody. But I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about I understand why things are happening, right? It does not reflect the core essence of the community of Xbox is what I'm saying. It doesn't reflect that. We don't care about that. We already got our games over on PC. We already got our games over in a tablet world. You know? They don't talk about us over there in that community. So there's only going to be a certain amount of them who got a PlayStation, who just so happen to have an Xbox. They're not gaming on their Xbox with us. We can't get them to ball out over here on us. We're talking about having fun within our community. Those cats ain't playing that new Sea of Thieves. They're not wilding out on the ocean. They're not pirating out there. So let's stop it. Let's stop the nonsense. All right? It's clear as glass. It's clear as glass. It's clear as the sky outside. This stuff ain't hard to see. Y'all ain't making it hard to see. It's right there. But what's funny is that narrative that you think nobody sees. And look, I love all of y'all. I love y'all all. But I love you so much that I'm willing to tell you the truth. I'm willing to tell you the truth. All right? And look, at the end of the day, I'm a gamer, like I keep saying. I'm a gamer. I don't want nobody to get this confused. I'm a gamer, but I'm a gamer that pays attention. The chat room, y'all are gamers that pay attention. That's why you here. That's why you here. Because we all are relatives. We all have a common scheme of things about gaming. We like to use our minds and talk about what we see. I'm trying to let people know that that's a different section of gamers. It's a real community that I represent, that many people represent with me. This is what we've been doing before we even had a YouTube channel. We did this right here. We talk like this. I'm not doing anything different. Not doing anything different. But this new narrative out here, it's funny. Because Sony dropped games that did not come out, I messed that up. Here we go. Sony dropped games that aren't coming out this year. Some of them not even coming out the year after. And the year after that. And the year after that. And the year after that. Because Sony did that, right? Here's the new narrative. Y'all didn't think I ain't? Look, y'all know me, man. I'm not going to just say some stuff. I'm not going to be the cuckoo in the clock and just say some stuff to y'all. I love y'all, man. I'm going to show you. Classic Ron McCaffrey style. Classic Ron McCaffrey style. It must be nice to be him. Wow. I tell you what. Send that to my messenger on Twitter, man. Damien. I like to see that. Send that to my messenger. Send it to my messenger. Here's Ron McCaffrey right here. And listen, this ain't a shot at Ron McCaffrey. It just so happens to be, when I went on internet, Ron McCaffrey. I don't have no problems with Ron McCaffrey. Ron McCaffrey is doing his job very well. So here we go. Ron McCaffrey on Twitter. He put this out to the public for everybody to see. I'm just reading what I'm seeing. Watch this now. Watch this now. And this was September the 9th. September the 9th, people, 2021. How long has Xbox Series and Xbox Series S been out? Since November the 10th. Here he comes, September the 9th, 2021. And a lot of you crowd influencers retweeted this. Front City 2. I see y'all. I see y'all out there. Here he goes. Xbox next 2 years, right? Halo Infinite, Forza Horizon 5, Hellblade 2, Redfall, Starfield, Fable, Avowed, and Gear 6. Ron, you really did that, didn't you? You went the easy route, didn't you? Now, why would you say Xbox in 2 years? Why would you say that? Why would you say that, Xbox fan? I'm a big Xbox fan guy. I know why you said that 2 years. So you can match it up with Sony. Because Sony failed to deliver not once, not twice. Say it's once, twice, 3 times a failure. And I know you know they failed 3 times. You know how they failed 3 times? They lied before the console came out. They lied to their whole crowd base off the Bloomberg report. We're not going to talk about that. We done talked plenty about that. I'm not talking about that no more. First failure. Second failure. The games came out. When the console came out and the games came out, crash, couldn't perform. YouTube, one of the YouTube's funniest events, right? Crashed all over the place. And it's not really funny when you think about it. I'm being 100. I'm being a trillion. I'm being 1 gazillion right now, bro. I'm just kind of like I'm seeing it, right? They try to cover it up. Sony, oh, this is a day one situation. It'll get better. It'll get better. 9 months later, still no expansion slot for the SSD. You lied to your folks about the SSD. 3 failures. So here we are going into the 10th month, and the best thing that y'all can come up with, we're halfway there. We're 9.5, right? Right before the 10th month, baby. 2 months before it hits a year. 2 months. And Sony has an event and drop games that ain't even coming out this year. So I'm going to tell y'all what the real motto. I'm going to tell you what the real motto is. Xbox has the games this year, next year, and the year after next, and the year after next. I said it because I love you. What they're not going to admit to is that Xbox has the games now. We got now. We don't care who's next. So that's why you got this clown talking about 2 years. What are you talking about 2 years? We got games now. Why are you not celebrating us now? You acting as if we have to, because Sony failed, that we got to get next to Sony. Why is it always somebody got to put the diapers on Sony? I mean, I'm looking for the truth because I know Microsoft has the money to smash Sony. All right? And look, I'm being Mr. Rogers right now. It's not about destroying another console, right? But you can't tell those Sony fans that. You think Sony fans care if Microsoft's saying around here? We got people like John Linneman that say he don't even know why Microsoft got into this industry with gaming, and he wishes they wasn't even here. We got this stuff. We got the receipts. You think they care if we are no longer here as a gaming community? They don't care about that. So don't come at me with that. There's got to be a reason why Microsoft holds back for Sony. The only thing that I can think of is big bank takes little bank. Sony's a customer. And the only way I can think about it is you wouldn't want your customers to go anywhere, would you? You want your customers to stick around, keep buying off of you. They need Microsoft. Sony needs Microsoft. It's like Sony's the dope dealer, and Microsoft is the kingpin, and the fiends are the gamers. I mean, that's what it looks like to me. You gotta have one. You can't have one without the other. Look at that. Can't have one without the other. Because to me, Sony already blew this generation. Because if it was Microsoft, we wouldn't hear the last of it. And there would be a lot of y'all that wouldn't even want it no more. Wouldn't even want Xbox no more. I'm buying Xbox no more. Be a lot of y'all doing that. But oh, it's PlayStation doing it. We're going to wait around and let's see if PlayStation can get it together. So PlayStation has a show 9.5 months later and gives their audience nothing. And everybody's okay with that. Y'all make me laugh, man. Y'all really do. Because y'all paint people like me and people out there like that as if we the bad guys. Not the bad guys, man. We're just conscientious gamers. We like to think. We like to ponder. We're smart consumers. We like to see what we're doing. We like to know what we're buying. And there's a reason why we're in this community. And forgive me, I'm making that new name up for the conscious. But we're conscious thinkers. We want to know what we have. It's cool. It's just like having comic books, right? You want to learn the universe. You don't want to learn just one character. You want to get around, dibble dab, get your couple comic books, intertwine them, and learn more. That's just what some of us are just like this. I happen to be one of them. All right. Here he goes. PlayStation 5 next 2 years. That makes them feel good. Makes IGN feel good. Next 2 years. So we're playing the year game now. See how that narrative changed so fast? It used to be who has the games now? Who has the games now? Because Xbox has no games. Soon as Xbox makes a tidal wave of games and they drown it in these games, oh, now let's wait for 2 years. Let's game consoles in 2 years, y'all. It's okay to wait. It's okay to wait. Really? But it's you telling us this. See, it would be real if it was like a real Xbox gamer. If it was somebody like Benny Central. See, Benny Central, dude is a real Xbox gamer. Dude was like #1 in Call of Duty. That's how our representatives should look like him. We should have more Benny Centrals out here. That dude really put in that work. As a gamer, really put in that work. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even fronting. Like people like Ninja, people like him, put in work on games. He gaming, he's well known. Talk. But see, cats like that, they're just on Twitch. They play all kind of games. So they ain't really just representing a community. So I get that. He wouldn't fit right with us because he doesn't represent what we represent. You see what I'm saying? He wouldn't do that. So it's like, where do you go to make sure that things look and sound real? At least, because we're not stupid down here. Don't insult our intelligence like that. Here he goes, right? We're not doing these tweets. They are. Let me get that out there too. We're not out here just talking. They making these tweets. So we're responding to these tweets. Like I said, it ain't just like we're coming up with this stuff. This stuff is down here. They tweeting this type of stuff. They're making articles like this. All right. PlayStation 5 next 2 years. Horizon Forbidden West. God of War Ragnarok. GT7. Spider-Man 2. KOTOR, the remake. Ghostwire Tokyo. Forspoken. Wolverine. Now watch this. Now watch this. Here's the biggest trick of it all right here. Y'all ready to hear this last statement he said? Here it go. Bottom line, forget the war, both consoles rock. So forget the war, right? Says who? You, Ryan McAfee? Says who? Why are we supposed to now forget the war? We done been out here in the trenches for 8 years with this nonsense. And you think in 9.5 months, y'all clowns are going to come out here and tell us, the ones who's been out here for 20 years with Xbox Strong, before they was on social media, actually doing this stuff, building these landlines, getting on Xbox Live, climbing up the ranks. What game you ever ran on Xbox, Ryan McAfee? What game you known for? Where you in the top ranks at? Since you think that you the Pope, right? You gonna tell all us gamers, forget the war because you said so, right? Like you got some authority out here in these streets. Both consoles rock. Says who? How does both consoles rock? When one is part of a company that dupes their gamers that you don't like to talk about. At least Destin had the balls to say, this is the problem with the PlayStation community. Y'all need to speak up and demand better. You never said nothing like that. Ryan McAfee, but you out here to tell people that both consoles are great when that's a lie. See, what you did is what any other false teacher does. False teachers, they tickle people's ears. I'm not here to tickle your ear. This is truth over feelings. I'm not here to tickle your ear. I'm not here to tell you what you want me to say. I'm going to tell you the truth. One lived up to the hype. The other one failed to live up to the hype. Both of these consoles ain't great. He got it right when he said both consoles rock, but he didn't define it. We know what he was talking about, but I'm going to let y'all know the truth, and this ain't on no console war. The Xbox Series X and the Xbox Series S are the two consoles that rock. I'm telling the gaming community the truth. No gimmicks attached. Microsoft made two fabulous consoles for the next generation and made those true next generational consoles. Those are true next generational consoles. Put some respect on their names. Don't just come out here putting your console next to those consoles like they're the same. They're not the same. One is really doing it. The other one is pretending. And because your feelings are involved in it, you would love for it to be the same. But the fact is, they're not the same. And it's time to give Microsoft's brand its proper respect. It's proper respect. Stop fronting and like we don't have the games now. We have the games now. We're not waiting 2 years for our games. When Microsoft came out, up until 9.5 months, this is what we have. And this is what we're going to have. And I just made a short list. Look, I don't have time to name every single one. That wouldn't be right. But this list is my list. This is the new legals list of the games that we play that at least make a dent and an impact as far as our experience for this year. All right? For this year. For this year. All right? So here we go. Before I do that, though, I want to repeat what this guy just said. Cyber Hunter 81 says this. Why do people call it a console war? In war, there is a loser. Let that breathe. We're going to let that breathe. We're going to let that breathe. We're going to let that breathe. I'm going to scoot up just to smell that remark right there. Man, does that remark smell good. Woo! Man, that smells good. Why do people call it a console war? In war, there is a loser. On this spectrum we call gaming, gamers are winning. Some play in different battlefields. We winning. Can't argue with that. The problem is, Cyber, nobody wants to be defined. And you know what's funny? We're in the gaming society, right? So we pay attention to resolution. We pay attention to rendering. We pay attention to nativity. We want to know what's native, right? We want to know what's in resolution. We wanted graphics. The games with the greatest details win Gottis. But why is it when we get to this right here, what Cyber Hunter 81 just said, Nobody wants to get into the details. Nobody wants to get into those graphics. Because the graphics are going to clearly tell people who is the clear winner. The clear winner is the Xbox Series X of this generation. Why does that hurt people? What is wrong with saying, first of all, can anybody in the chat room legitimately tell me what is wrong with that? And I've been through almost every single one of them consoles. Growing up, we had no problem telling people which one's the better console. Why is it a problem today? Why? Is it wrong for me to say, first of all, is it wrong for me to say it? And am I lying when I say that? Am I lying? Am I lying when I say the Xbox Series X, the best console of this generation? Am I lying? I want somebody to tell me, am I wrong for being a gamer to say that? Was it wrong for me to say last gen that the PlayStation 4 was the best console? Let's go there. Let's go there, people. Was people lying back then when they said the PlayStation 4 was the best console? Talk to me, people. We doing C-level today. We ain't doing that. We ain't doing the okie doke stuff. We ain't putting on the dress, bro. We doing street talking right now. Was it wrong to say the PlayStation 4 was the best console last gen? Were people lying about that? Look at that right there. Look at that right there. You got to love it. You only going to get this from the streets. You only going to get this from the streets. People had no issue admitting PlayStation 4 was more powerful, but they can't say the Series X is objectively more capable. They can't say it. I've been arguing with Donkey since the PlayStation 1 and the Sega Saturn. Facts. We've been battling these clowns since '96, man. When they had no tier for Dreamcast. Dreamcast was going out the door, and I remember they were clapping. They were clapping over that. They were clapping to see a gaming company go out of business. These are facts. These are facts. These are facts. Almost single-handedly destroyed the arcade dungeon because of the PlayStation 2. How was that doing good for the gaming community? How? How was that good? You're going to try to tell somebody like me that lived through that. See, the problem is people like Ryan McCaffrey, they can't fool gamers like me. They can't do it. People look too much in the numbers. You know what speaks volumes, your own personal experience with whatever games you play. Facts. But I'm not saying that, fam. I'm not going there. Nothing you said I disagree with. I'm talking about the detailed talk. That's the itchy ear talk. And there wasn't nothing, but that was the itchy ear talk, but with truth. Okay. The way you're laying it down, it's comfortable. You're a nice guy. You're not going to, your pot is being stirred slowly. Can I get a bowl, please? My way would be saying, people look too much into console sales. See? Not into the numbers, into console sales. And we know that that's the definition of the war. That's what you know that speaks volumes, right? I hear my language out. So through your own experience with the console you prefer, you're going to play the games you like. What would be wrong with me saying that? See what I'm saying? The clear winner here is Microsoft because it's more than about the consoles. It's about PC, Game Pass, the cloud service, etc. Facts. But that's just so facts that nobody's going to argue with that. What I'm talking about is why come people can't say Xbox Series X is the best console? That's all I'm saying. How is that saying that's a console war? How does that look? Telling somebody the facts, telling somebody the truth, it's not up to, well, it's going to make somebody feel offended because they play on a PlayStation. What? Are you serious right now? What? Get out of here with that weak stuff, man. We just went through saying that our console for a whole generation had no games. And you're sitting up here telling us that that's going to hurt somebody's feeling? Because we tell them the Xbox Series X is the best console this generation? That doesn't even make any sense. That makes no sense at all. Why can we not say that? So, because we can't say that, right? We can't say that. That'll be bad. We have to somehow make Sony look as if they didn't fail anywhere. So, what I'm going to do as somebody who has influence, look, I want somebody right now, right? Beat me to it. Ryan McAfee on Twitter. Let's see how many followers he has. Beat me to it. Put it up here. This is what I'm talking about. It's all about the influence. It's not about nothing else. It's about the influence. Somebody give me the numbers, please. Give me them numbers. I hear you after, boss. I hear you. Kevin Coates, what's up, man? Long time no see. Xbox has always been great. This generation, Xbox just snatched the crown back. That's facts. I own a Series X and a PlayStation 4. That's great. Sony had great games, no doubt. Xbox, to me, though, has unique games, and the community is top-notch. That's telling the truth. Very few. Now, see, you're a multi-console gamer, right? You don't mind bouncing off each controller. But let me tell you something. A true PlayStation fan would have said the same thing. And I know one that did, because that's the reason why he ended up coming to the Xbox, because of what you just said. My man TNT out of Tennessee did that. And those words that you said right off the top was the reason why he bought an Xbox. He said because it was dead over there. The community is flat. They don't have a great community. When he saw the difference in that, it was about community. He saw community. Do we have the numbers for Myron McAfee? Somebody, please put it up. T Reaper, put them numbers up for me, man. Go to Twitter. Let's look at his influence. I see Simon. Yeah, what's up, Sakata in the building? Give me those numbers, man. I'm representing the chat right now. They talking. Yeah, that's what it looks like, T Reaper. It just looks like they don't want to leave him behind, bro. That's just it. It ain't nothing else to it. And we're just going to have to accept that. We're just going to have to accept that. One shall stand, one shall fall. Both consoles are still standing. But one of them is superior, and the superior console is the Xbox Series X. That's right. That's it. We're not saying, oh, Xbox is so good that it's going to destroy Sony's PlayStation and PlayStation is going to die and fall off the map. We're not saying that. PlayStation has enough followers that it's going to stand, like my man Afterboss said. But it's going to stand as the weaker console. That's it. That's facts. It's not lying. It's just facts. I'm still waiting for them numbers. Somebody give me Ron McAfee's influence numbers on Twitter. Let's see how many people follow him. The loss of Sega to the gaming community was catastrophic. Facts. At that point, I preferred anyone to Sony. Therefore, I became an Xbox fan. Facts. What's up, G4? My man said, bro, I'm playing Deathloop on PlayStation 5 and trying to evade someone, but cannot find a game. I don't know if it's a server issue or not many people bought the game. You got to love the streets, man. What would we do without the streets? I have no answer, man, because I don't have a PlayStation 5. Can't help you there, fam. I can't help you there. All I can say is I hope that they fix that. Put some bots in there for people, I guess. I don't know. 2 trillion market cap will still leave Sony stranded for sure. Facts. I see the I did that for you, G4. I did that for you, man. I was waiting on you, fam. That reminds me of how TK9 was saying how dead the online fighting games on PlayStation 4 was. Facts. I mean, it's not a lie, okay? It's not a lie. That's true over there. I've been hearing that for years, all right? So it can't be a lie. It cannot be a lie. Looks like Ryan, okay, here we go. Finally, somebody gave me them numbers. Ron McAfee has 140,000.8 followers. 140.8 followers. Legal has 1.9. How you gonna fight that? How you gonna fight that? And see, they got it to where they can open up the masses. See, they can open up the masses. We're not there. We can't open up the masses. So how you gonna compete against that? So that's what makes this guy, this clown, feel like he can come out here with authority because he has 140.8 followers. Now you get what I'm saying? Now you get what I'm saying? I wouldn't say nothing like that. I wouldn't say nothing like that. Why would I lie? Because what do I have to lose being sea level? And I'm talking about right here, being sea level. Being sea level has nothing to do with numbers. But you can see what happens when clout invades somebody's heart. They will lie to you. Both consoles are great. Sat there and lied. Because what ended up happening was you made PlayStation fans feel like it's okay to be lied to be shafted. But you didn't make us feel that way. You didn't come out last generation saying both consoles were great. Now, I know what people might say. Well, people change. People can change and be a better person. It's not about that. Ron McAfee is who he is. He's been doing this for a long time. He's been doing this stuff for a long time. And he ain't the only one. Like I said, I don't hate the guy. He's just doing his will. He's doing his will. He's got a job to do. He's good at what he does. I'm here to do what I do. I'm good at what I do. This is what I do. You know what I'm saying? I don't expect Ron McAfee to do what I do. I can't do what he do. I'm not going up to IGN. I'm not sitting at his desk. I'm not getting a bunch of reports and my boss is telling me what I need to say today. I'm just a normal gamer calling out what I see because these people like him put comments out here for the whole world to see. And I guess he just thinks by rolling the dice, maybe 40,000 may not believe me, but if I can get 100,000 of my followers to believe what I just said, then we good. Because we got to go with the narrative. The narrative is to never let anybody know that Xbox smashed it out the gate, lived up to the hype. We can't do that because Microsoft doesn't cater to us like that. Sony does. We got you on file. You are part of the gatekeeper community for Sony. These are facts. We've got the leaks, reports, and all of that. IGN, Metacritic is number 2. We know these things. These things ain't just out here. Y'all don't want me to go to my big bro old school and get those facts on the next show? Get all that gatekeeping they've done. Y'all don't want none of that. This stuff is down on paper. It is written. I ain't making this stuff up. I don't have time to be sitting around here lying to y'all. I don't find no joy in lying to people just for the sake of lying to people. So now, waiting for games 2 years in advance is a great thing. It's great now because we got to wait for Sony to catch up. That's why it's so great. And we're going to sit here and act like Xbox gamers haven't had anything to be joyful about in 2021. Oh, no. Oh, no. We're not. We're going to pretend like nothing like that is happening. And notice I said happening because it's happening. GG really on this. He's really on it. That's it. He's really on it. I could give you a little bit. Give them 6 rings back there. I give you a little, the Bugs Bunnies right there. But that's all I'm gonna give you, man. You over here looking at the Jordans, man. Stop looking at the Jordans, fam. Look, I'm telling y'all right now. Here's Xbox. Y'all ready to hear this? This is what we've been doing. Since they don't want to tell people what we've been doing, gamers have to tell it, all right? C-level folk like me are going to have to tell my community that you got now. You don't care who's next, all right? Here we go. Starting in 2020, Gears Tactics. We moved it up. That was it. Gears Tactics was 2020. That's it. All right. So the next game that I talk about all the way up until now is 2021. 2021. And this is the New Legal's opinionated list of the games that my community will enjoy the most and will probably talk the most about what they played. All right. So here we go. First, and nothing but the truth, timed exclusive, The Medium. Then and this is not in no particular order. This is just 2021. I wrote it down like this. Flight Simulator, Ascent, The Gunk. You know what? Matter of fact, make this interesting. Let's make this interesting. I'm going to say the games. Chat, you hear me say the games, and then give me the number of the games. How many games did I say? Put the number down in the chat. All right. So I'm gonna give y'all the list. Y'all count in y'all's minds or count out loud. I can't hear you. But when I get done, let me know how many games that is. We're gonna make it even. We're gonna have some fun tonight. All right. Gears Tactics. Timed exclusive, The Medium. You know what? I'm going to write that down too. I'm going to put something next to it. I'm going to see. I want to see if people paying attention. So we got Gears Tactics. We got the timed exclusive, The Medium. Flight Simulator. Ascent. The Gunk. 12 Minutes. Death's Door. The Artful Escape. I don't know if I'm saying this right, but I don't know. I didn't really look at the trailer. But Adios, Crossfire X, Scorn, Tunic, Exomecha, Song of Iron, Redfall, Forza Horizon 5, which will be the first game to boast Di-RRec 12 real ray tracing in that game. Oh, as a matter of fact, on both consoles, the Series S and the Series X will both have it. Halo Infinite to end the year off. How many games did I just name, y'all? Oh, damn. Well, you're right. Look at that. Look at that. Hive Busters. That's right. How did I miss that? So, on top of Cicada, but if you don't remember, if y'all just went off of mine until I got corrected, that's right. 17. 17. But 18 if you count Hive Busters. If you count that DLC standalone, that's 18 next generational games. That's facts. Yeah, well, yeah, now that it got, well, that's fine. That's fine. We'll take Redfall. We'll scratch Redfall off. We'll scratch it off. I have no problems being corrected. I have no problems. That's right. I have no problems. Yep, 18 that I named with with Hive Busters, but we'll take it off because with 17 stands. I got a question for my Xbox community. 17 games, 1 year. next generation. 17. 17. This guy comes out and says this for PlayStation. Horizon Forbidden West, God of War Ragnarok, GT7, Spider-Man 2, KOTOR, Ghostwire, Tokyo, Forspoken, and Wolverine. 7 games. Now, you know what's so funny is that y'all was subtracting off my list, right? When you found out I had some games wrong or a game got pushed up. Let's do some subtracting. What is he talking about in 2 years? He put Wolf. This is what I want y'all to understand. Y'all think I'm lying, don't you? Let me see if I can get that right. There we go. Look what he says. In 2 years. Why is Wolverine on that list? Ron McCaffrey lied twice on one post. He lied twice on one post. But see, when you fake and you a lame like that mentally, when it's a joke, when the gaming community is a propaganda, you know, when he did that post, he didn't even think he was lying. He did that post from the sincerity of his heart, trying to be a community gaming, a community gaming journalist influencer. And he was doing it out of the kindness and joyness of his heart, right? To try to make it seem as if we just waiting 2 years to play games, when as a matter of fact, we got a 17 list of games I just read off that we're doing this year. 17. He comes around and gives us 7. And he lied making that list. He lied right there. He lied. Am I lying or am I telling the truth? He lied. Why is Wolverine on that list? Trying to get it where it ain't blurry again. There it is. Why is Wolverine on that list? And y'all say something's wrong with us down here on the streets. These are people we supposed to be looking up to. These are the people we supposed to be running around getting our sources from. And y'all wonder why the streets be sounding stupid out here. Because if you go by these standards, you're going to sound stupid. If you don't research and define yourself as a gamer for yourself, birds of the same feather flock together. That's an old philosophy. So if y'all running around saying the stuff that Ron McCaffrey is saying, you're just repeating that lie. Because Xbox Series X is the best console this generation. There's nothing wrong with that. That has nothing to do with anybody having multiple consoles. It has nothing to do with that. It never was a case for have fun. I don't care if you have consoles, have fun on them. What makes that a big deal? That's never been a big deal. Have fun on the console. Have fun on them. Play all your consoles. Play them all. Play them all. Nobody ever told you that you couldn't have fun playing on your consoles. Nobody said that. Nobody said that. Nobody's making fun of you because you have multiple consoles. Nobody's doing that. Nobody's running around on Twitter saying, look at this guy. He's got 3, 4 consoles. He's a dummy. Nobody's saying that. But what I do see, I see a bunch of lying going on. I see a bunch of fronting going on. Major fronting going on. Because my thing is this. If you are an Xbox influencer, let me just say that. If you're an Xbox influencer, why is it so hard for you to influence the Xbox community? By telling it the truth. Could it be you're being told to say that? And if you're being told to say that from Microsoft, shame on Microsoft. Got to hold it where it's accountable at. But if it's not, shame on you. But it's kind of tough to think that. I would think that Microsoft would allow you to front like that. That's a tough pill to swallow. It's a tough one. Man, that's tough. That'll be messed up because if Microsoft is allowing this okie doke, then man, they out here making us look silly. Excuse me, I had the hiccup. They got us out here looking silly, man. I mean, look, if we're going to drop the ball, then drop the ball. I'm all for it. Because it's never made, look, none of the silly stuff never made sense to me anyway. So if we're going to stop the shenanigans, let's stop the shenanigans. If all of a sudden, because PlayStation couldn't do what they said they do, if that was the reason to stop the shenanigans, then let's stop the shenanigans, people. If that's what we're going to base it off of. All right? Because it's quite clear that Sony failed 3 times. So now I don't know who's calling that. It's silly stuff. My pad is going to start ringing on its own now. But if it's based off of the PlayStation failing 3 times, for everybody to say, okay, no more console wars. No, we got plenty of games coming in the future, and everybody ought to be happy, as if the Xbox community is waiting like the PlayStation community is. See, there's one community that's actually waiting for new games, and there's another community that's not. Why come we can't say that? Is that a bad thing to say? Because it's true. We just watched the show. Did we not just watch a show that told us that they're not getting no games to play this year? Am I lying? Is it wrong for me to say that? I'm talking to my community. I want to know. I just want to know. What is the proper language out here? What is the proper language out here? Is this all about propaganda and shenanigans out here? Somebody let me know. Because then I wouldn't have a problem getting in with it. Let's get in it. Let's just shenanigan up. Let's do it. If that's the true definition of being a gamer out here on social media, it's the front all day. We can't give credit to one side, but we could last generation. We knew how to do that last generation. We knew how to do that the generation before. We knew how to do that the generation before. But for some reason, this generation means so much that we can't say Xbox did it. We just can't say it. For some reason, and then we got to wait. We got to wait. We got to give Sony so many chances. Man, they waited for 9.5 months, y'all. And they still haven't conceded this failure. They still ain't considered this L. They still walking around like everything Sony did this generation was okay. They done sat here and lied to their community, man. Y'all want us to think that's cool. I don't think that's cool, man. You know, especially when we got somebody that's up in status, that shows respect, like Phil Spencer. I don't think Phil Spencer's the type of guy that likes lies. And I'm not saying that for shenanigans. I'm saying that on an utmost real respect level. I'm just saying. I don't think Phil Spencer's out here lying. I don't think he's doing that, man. This guy don't have a reputation for doing that. You know, am I here to say that everything he said has hit the bullseye? No. But I've seen Phil Spencer not hit the bullseye and then come out and speak on it. I didn't hit my bullseye. That's all we want. We see Aaron Greenberg do that. Sorry, y'all. You know what? We were doing this and it didn't hold up right. Forgive us. Hey, it is what it is. We just want to come out here and say, when we try to do something, we try to do it for our consumers. We be trying to do some things. Some things, sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. That's all we expect. Sony doesn't do that with their fans. So you're telling me as an Xbox fan to go over to another community where I'm not going to be treated the same. Who does that? Who does that? Why would I go back? Why would I go to a foreign country, right? A foreign land where I don't even know nothing about it and get treated worse than the land that I know. How does that make sense? I'm just saying, you want me to buy a PlayStation, but when I'm looking in these articles and I'm reading about this PlayStation, things don't look too good. So one, like I said, you either gonna lie to me, because that's been my motto since day one before anybody even knew me. Anybody even knew me on social media. I've always said this. In order to get me to buy a PlayStation, you're gonna throw that sales pitch, you're gonna have to lie to me. Bottom line, you're gonna have to make that thing look like it's the most beautiful thing in this world. But I don't have to do that for the Xbox. I don't have to lie to you about what it can do and what it can't do. I don't have to lie about its community. I don't have to lie about its games. I don't have to lie. And you know what's funny? Is that this list right here, right? Look at all that diversity. Do you see any game in there that's repeated? Do you see any sequel on that list? That was a 17 list with no sequels. I didn't see no Gears Tactics 2, Flight Simulator 2, 12 Minutes 2. I didn't see no Halo Infinite 2 or anything like that. All diversity. What more as a gamer must I represent? If Xbox has it, I've never seen it like this. OG Xbox had like 13. They amped that up by 4 more games. 4 more games. The 360 didn't even have these many games. Xbox One didn't have these many games. Come on. We're talking about 9.5 months. 17 out the gate. Come on. We saw the show. It's clear. Somebody's doing it and somebody's not. Somebody's playing games. Somebody's waiting to play games. We call it like, it's not hard to see. But why is it? Because it's not hard to see. Nobody can say that. Because it's Xbox doing it. That's why I'm here to tell you the truth. You heard it from the new league on Di-RRec Gaming. I give y'all the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help the X. So help it. I ain't here to lie to you. I love you. And I know y'all ain't dumb either. Y'all aren't dumb. The Xbox community isn't a dumb community. That's why I love it. I have the pleasure to sit sometimes at my job and look at how beautiful y'all are online. To sit here and just look at y'all on Twitter and look at some of the posts y'all put up and it be so intelligent and beautiful. I got the pleasure to be in some of y'all's groups and y'all's group chats. And I look at y'all talk. Because Xbox community, we love to talk. We love to talk our games. We like to talk about our news, right? And I sit there and I be like, man, look at these guys. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what y'all talking about. It's what we do. It's what we do. So you mean to tell me all of a sudden now we got to do this little okie doke trick and start talking about how everything's cool? How's everything cool? How's it everything cool now? Everything's been cool over here. What are you talking about? We've been playing games. Where you been? Here it is, Ryan McCaffrey trying to tell us we can end the console war. What are you talking about? It's been over with. It's been over with this generation. We haven't been console warring because there's nothing to console war about. Sony isn't even on the level as the place of the Xbox Series X. It's not even on the same level as the Series S. There's no console war. The console wasn't even done. You got to have screwdrivers. They just came out with the revised version where, oh, now you don't have a screwdriver, snap-ons. When the snap-ons become important? When the snap-ons become important? When? We doing snap-ons now? That's supposed to rectify not using screwdrivers? When did console gamers ever use screwdrivers? We're like one of the weirdest times ever. We're breaking out tools for our consoles. Man, it's a messed up time for these ponies, donkeys, unicorns, and Pegasus out here. However y'all want to call them. It is what it is. That's what they get called on social media. And in Japan, they get called cockroaches. That's been validated. Validated. I'm not up here to be funny. I'm just saying it is what it is. When did we use screwdrivers for consoles? Y'all up here trying to play that off too? If y'all can play those screwdrivers off, then y'all can play anything off. Man, that don't make you mad? Taking a console apart? When have we ever had to take a console apart? This ain't PC gaming. Come on. Y'all out here bugging, man. Straight up. I just wanted to give y'all that truth, man. The narrative now is, oh, just wait, we're good. 2 years. Xbox and PlayStation got the games coming. Okay. Just 2 more years, 2 years and 2 years. Don't worry about it. But I just named 17 games that we're going to be having that are already out, coming out this year. 17 games. You tell me who has time to beat 17 games. Show me that person, because it sure isn't Ryan McAfee. It ain't Ryan McAfee. That's for sure. Who's telling us, who's given the holy authority to tell us both consoles are great, and in 2 years the PlayStation community is going to have Wolverine. It's what he said. It's what he said. I ain't say that. It's what he said. Jokes on y'all, man. Just been the new legal. Thanks to the daggum chat room out here, man. Thanks for holding me down. Thanks for being here. Thanks for making sure Di-RRec Gaming gets heard. We're doing some things, y'all. Like I said, we always continue to improve. We want to improve. We have y'all in mind. We want to do some fun things. We want to do some great things. So there's a lot of things that are going on behind the scenes that we are just anxious to do. We're figuring out some things. We really want to get beautiful out here. So bear with us. But y'all have been. And like I said, I'm so thankful for each and that last one of y'all, because look, y'all know what y'all seeing is ground bottom. What's up, Yaz Bass? I hope I said that right, man. Thanks for coming here. I haven't seen you around in my neck of the woods, man, or should I say around my corner, out here on my block. But I appreciate you coming in here. He says, call me old-fashioned, but I purchased a console to get a console experience, not a PC experience. Shaking my head with this PlayStation 5. Facts. Say what you speak for real. Duke says you need to be on Dirk Griggity's We Bleed Green. You can go for days. I've been over there twice, man, as a guest, man. Those guys over there be wilding, man. Those guys be doing a thing. Shouts to Dirk Griggity, man. I know the guy. He's been over here. I had him as a guest before, man. But you're right. Like, that's what we do, man. We like to talk and have some fun. I had to do it by myself tonight, dude. I had to. But like I said, you got to have some passion. Nobody's going to get up here and talk. I feel you, fam. Nobody's going to do this without no passion. Cicada, safe, legal, you too, man. Always. I appreciate you, fam. You're working on getting something from me, man, because you always in here, man, and I see you all the time. You're working on it, fam, because we see people. We give our top viewers things every now and then, and you're working on it. So look, man, I might be reaching out to you one day. Don't be surprised if I do. Thank you for everything that you do, bro. Future, what's good, man? The new legal, great job as usual. Hey, bro, appreciate you, man. My man, 50 grand. Appreciate you, man. Yeah. On Shan's. Matter of fact, I remember when Shan did his very first channel. I was on there to help it out, man. Get some guests out there. Sure was, man. I sure was. Di-RRec Gaming looks like he's about to do a post-game interview. Respect, my brother. Been following you for a minute. Barely speak on forums, but you got a brother wanting to speak up. Man, did this dude just define Di-RRec Gaming? Did I just hear that? Somebody from the streets wants to speak up? Well, yo, yes, I'll invite you whenever you get ready, man. That's what this platform is about. It's about giving people who may not have a platform right now a voice to be heard. It would be my honor It'd be a privilege and my duty, sir, my honored duty to have you as a guest on Di-RRec Gaming and talk your Xbox talk as an intelligent gamer consumer, man. They out here fronting on us, man. They got us thinking like we dummies out here. We're not ducks out here, man. We ain't ducks. Ain't no duck hunting here, man. We see it clearly. And all I gotta say is, man, listen, y'all can pull the okey doke on many, but there's a few of us, man, it ain't working. The kryptonite don't work on us, bro. We bleed that green gamma green. And like I said, man, y'all can call us fanboys, whatever, but we ain't out here toxic. We're just great supporters of this ever-growing, great gaming community that we like. That's all it is, that we like. We're not into lying to our community, out here fronting and going on. We're not into that. We're just into being sound, being grounded, spreading what we do with our experiences, talking about what we see throughout the day, and having fun doing it. So until next time, y'all, this has been the New Legal. Remember, always keep it gaming, man. Always keep it gaming. That's the #1 law. Keep it gaming and having fun. The second one is almost, well, the second one is the secret. It's the most important secret. Because if you're gaming and you don't know how to catch that extra man in life, then I'm telling you right now, man, your gaming is in vain. Always make sure, this is #1 priority in life. Catch the extra man. Everybody deserves a round two. Everybody deserves the chance. The chance and the change. That's the extra man. Always live to be a better person every day. What if you're blessed to wake up in the next day, then man, you did something somebody else didn't do. Always keep it positive, man. And remember, community over everything. This has been an Xbox representation channel called Di-RRec Gaming. You know who I am, and I go by the name of the New Legal. I'm with my baby group, man. I'm with my peoples. You know what I'm saying? My loves over here, man. My brothers, my sisters. You know what I'm saying? My family, my familia, and they in my la casa. You know what I'm saying? We getting it down upon the crown. The Xbox chat room. I can't say more. Y'all a blessing to me, man. I like to come out here and see y'all out here flexing and doing what y'all do as well. So I appreciate y'all. Hey, it'll be another turn if I get blessed to wake up and do it again, y'all. We're going to keep moving. I just wanted to give y'all that truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Keep your eyes open, man. We doing it now. We don't have time to do it later. We doing it now. Don't let the lies confuse you. Don't let the smoke fog your brain out, man. We got it now. If nobody else says it, I said it. Peace.